Right, here we are on Dreadysays, and that is extremely loud. Okay, here we are on Dreadysays, and this has been a long time coming. Audio issues at a different festival and all kinds of issues. So here we are in sunny Caldecott, Wales. May have pronounced that wrong. At Dubs at the Castle 2023, whereas I am, as ever, a busy little bee running around doing my thing. So I've took some time to see Mark and camp behind your store here.
Yeah.
Because of the van. We're not talking about the van in this video. And we're just going to see what it's about. So we've had our coffees. Quick cut to the lovely chap who supplied me with coffees this morning to cure all ills of the night before. And here we are.
Yeah.
What do you do? Who are you? What's going on?
Good to see you, buddy.
Yeah,
Good to
you
see
too, man.
So, anyone who knows me may have heard of Shoretees Supwear. I started Shoretees trying to do something different. When I started it, I was looking around thinking, I can't find enough sustainable, recycled options for people who love being on the water. So I decided to try and source the products and find things that are a more positive choice for our oceans. So the range is built around my ethos of giving people a more sustainable choice for our environment and oceans. And now I've moved into water-based printing as well, so it's another step forward to try and give people that choice. And one of my key points is being realistic with my pricing. So I don't, just because it's sustainable and recycled, I'm not going to charge the world.
Mm-hmm.
I make less by trying to say you can shop this way.
Yeah. And it
That's
lasts.
what's important. Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I'm not wearing my OG bamboo Dreadysays t-shirt, and you know, if some of you thinking, oh, it's a mate of his, of course he's going to promote it. It's like, we didn't start that way. He sent me bits and pieces. Check out my old reviews from a very wet and cold bag review many years ago.
Yeah.
And you know, he kindly made me a Dreadysays bamboo. If you've not tried bamboo clothing, do it. I live in these. They're in most of my videos because they're comfy.
Yeah.
You know, because it wicks, it fits beautifully. And, you know, I've had the other one nearly 2 years now, and it's just starting to show a little bit of signs of wear,
Yeah.
but it's sustainable. You know, that in
Yeah.
itself is sustainable, even if it wasn't made of sustainable materials,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, and bamboo is the most sustainable material for clothing now. It grows phenomenally fast as long as it is produced sustainably and they're not damaging rainforests to produce it.
Yep.
Then it is an amazing material, and it is so soft and it lasts. I've been around now for 2.5 years. So 2.5 years ago, during COVID, I started Shoretees, and I still get feedback now that people are saying it's as good as the day they bought it when I started. Because one of the key things for me is I don't like fast fashion. So I want the things I sell to last. I don't want people coming to me regularly, which seems ridiculous. I want them loving what I do and it coming and it lasting. Hey,
Hey, buddy.
how you doing?
Yeah, all right, come on in.
Cool.
Do you want to stick your head in front of that camera and tell us what you do?
No.
So,
Will, I'll send Tim down in the minute.
send him down. So a mystery man arrived to book a mystery thing for mystery purposes. What was that for?
That's for Busfest. So 8th of October, I'll be up at Malvern, Three Countries Park, showground, doing Busfest, which is going to be huge, biggest event I've done. So again, this is about trying to get out there, and if people don't buy from me, that's fine. It's letting people know about why I'm doing this and get them to think differently.
Yep.
Moving away from fabric softener, going to 30 degrees, it's giving everyone all the information so that their stuff lasts longer and they don't have to be buying regularly.
Yep.
Let's break this fast fashion, which seems counterintuitive for a clothing brand to be doing.
Yeah, it lasts. You know, when you say fast fashion, it's make it cheap, make it go, so you have to buy more.
Yeah.
And you know, I'll say mine's starting to show signs of wear. That's because I've been, you know, on the beach, spilled, doing 20 mile an hour on a board with a wing, and I've absolutely thrashed myself and the clothing. And there was the tiniest of hole, and that was a 20 mile an hour spill on a pebbly beach. And the t-shirt did better than I did.
Yeah.
So We are. Oh, you're going to produce a Dreadysays branded hoodie for me.
Yep. So I'm going to be doing that this week. So you will see that in Chris's videos coming up, no doubt.
Oh, there's so many pockets. Right, check this out. Right, talk us through.
So
we'll go to this camera from about here, please.
So these are the fleeces. They're 70% recycled plastic bottles. The equivalent of 19 plastic bottles go into them. They're all post-consumer plastic bottles. They are incredibly lightweight, but really, really warm as well. They're one of our best sellers, and drop them now as well. So I'm not trying to sell this. This is what they are. They're a great, great product, and everyone who's got one of these, and like I say, bestseller, we've sold a massive amount of these, and people swear by them. They love them because they're so warm but lightweight.
And pockets. So many utility pockets. If you live in board shorts like I do, I'm wearing my joggers now, you miss pockets, basically.
Yeah. Hi guys.
Hey guys.
And talking of pockets, and this is something I do as well as a brand. The most important people are you guys. Is listening to you to understand what you want. And a lot of the feedback that I've had is, especially from ladies, is they don't ever get like leggings with pockets and things like that, shorts pockets. So I deliberately sourced leggings that had pockets in them. We
shall produce some now for you.
Magically. And this is a breaking one because this hasn't launched yet. The new SUP Ocean design on the ladies' leggings. But these are 100% recycled plastic bottles. They've got a pocket on both sides and a hidden pocket inside. So it means that when you're on the water, on your board, or at the gym, yoga, whatever, you've got somewhere to put your phone or your keys. And it's the same with the micro shorts that we've just launched. You've got those pockets, which a lot of them don't have.
I will caveat all this with, I am paying for this. This isn't a bribed clothing branch where it's like, right, I need clothes because I'm still wearing mine from the 90s. So yeah, I will be paying for them. And, you know, it is an impartial review. You know, well, this is an interview more than a review. Yes, we have become really close friends.
Yeah.
But I want to spread the word. You know, I want to share the love because there aren't many, you know, companies doing it, and there aren't any, I would say, that I've seen that are doing SUP specific or, you know,
not to the
around
extent.
it.
Yeah,
not to that
there
sustainable.
There are people that are doing the organic.
Yeah.
And there's more people now, and this is what I love to see. There are more businesses now getting further into using the recycled materials. There's brands I know that are starting to, and it's nothing to do with me, but I like to try and educate. And if people see that I'm doing it and they start following that or finding ways to do it, then brilliant. And I'd love to get to the stage where I'm big enough that I can actually produce this stuff myself. And then I can start changing more people's views about it and give you an even better choice at cheaper, sustainable products.
Yeah, no, that all sounds great. I've just realised I'm standing here in my usual interview teapot position because I don't quite know what to do with my my other hand. I don't want to stand here with my arms crossed doing this. So this is my signature teapot pose. Can't quite see them. Got my wavers on. So anyone watching, thinking, he's not wearing his wavers, so I can get a free pair. There's basically a little competition out.
Yeah.
That if anyone catches me not wearing wavers, because I am endorsed by them.
Yeah.
That I will personally send them a free pair. Doesn't count if I'm landboarding, because I wouldn't landboard in these. You know, these are situational.
Yeah.
But yeah, good luck catching me not in them.
I've never caught you. I've never caught you not in them.
Anyway, we're not going to go into waivers. There's a ton of interviews for them. Right, so let's wrap up with, I hear a few maybe well-known boarders have been sort of talking to you, and maybe some clothing ranges. Let's segue to Brendan.
So Brendan Prince, hopefully you've heard of him, but if you haven't, he's the guy who paddleboarded, the first person who actually paddleboarded around the whole of mainland UK. Amazing guy, has an awesome charity above water. So just over a year ago now, year and a half ago, he moved his clothing brand over to me. because he wanted to be more sustainable, and I'm able to donate more to his charity than he was originally getting. So in the last year, just over a year now, we've donated £1,250 to the charity from the sales of his long paddle clothing range.
Oh, nice.
So again, it's using the same hoodies and t-shirts, so the 100% recycled, the bamboo, the organic and the recycled, so it's a combination of all of them, but all sustainable, and it's giving back to his charity, which means Brendan can go into schools. He can educate about water safety, so it's so valuable. His aim is to try and prevent accidental drowning, which is such a noble cause. He's seen some awful things. If you watch his Circumnavigate film, which is still available, phenomenal film, it will help you understand why he does what he does, why he did the long paddle, why he's doing the 7 days at sea, which is a phenomenal. No one's ever done that before. But it's about educating, which is so important, to let children know where these risks are. Create water safety ambassadors, which is what he wants to do around the schools, so that they start educating as well, and share the message, and to hopefully prevent these accidental drownings.
Yeah, I mean, if you are into SUP or you're just getting into SUP, water safety is huge. I mean, I'm an instructor myself, and it's that whole waist, quick release, ankle, straight, coil. We're not going to go into that right now, but and water safety and reading conditions.
Yeah.
Even on the rivers back home where I'm from, you see people going out who can't paddle.
Yeah.
And it's semi-tidal where I am, and I'm like, dude, turn around, go in, and they're like, oh no, I'm fine. On a cheaper board that is like a banana, and I've had to send people in, and I've had some people tell me where to go, and you're just like, I've tried.
Yeah.
It can be so dangerous. So check out. There'll be all kinds of links down below.
Yeah.
The work Brendan's doing.
So about the leash, the quick release belts are brilliant, and use them in the right places as well. But it's also the PFDs and the life vests. So many people, and even big brands, are pushing the Abercrombie and Fitch models out on the water with no waist leash, with no flotation device. And that's the wrong message to be sending.
Yeah.
These huge paddleboard brands should be educating and saying you should have a PFD, you should have a waist leash in the right situation, you should have an ankle leash in the right situation, and being safe on the water, understanding the conditions. Offshore winds, don't go out on the sea if it's an offshore wind.
Yeah. It just seems so simple, doesn't it? You're on an inflatable death machine potentially, and people go out in offshore wind.
Yeah, and it causes massive problems for the RNLI going out.
Yeah.
We've seen this year how many rescues are because people going out in the wrong conditions with the wrong equipment. It's just thinking about that safety and knowing what to do if you get into difficulty. But hopefully, you don't get into difficulty in the first place if you follow the basic
Prevention,
rules.
not cure.
Yeah, exactly.
And I was in a Tesco the other day. Bizarre segue, as I usually do, and they had one of their cheap paddle boards, and it was £200, about the little range, which I'm trying to get hold of one of those little boards because I do need to review it. And on it, I think, and please don't quote me here, it was British Canoeing, the BCS, British Canoeing, who are an association, and sort of a safety body. Don't quote me on any of this, I should know this. And it had their sticker on it, and it actually had "Do not go in offshore wind." All stuff that is common sense to people that know.
Yeah.
But it also, wear a waist leash on rivers, and all this information was on.
Yeah.
It was a sticker, so the manufacturer, I don't know who the manufacturer was, H&C, someone that is minor, but yeah, all that information was on there.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow. I mean, that was a seaside town. I don't know if it's, I've never seen them inland.
Yeah, I think there's more people are starting to become more aware of it. And with British Canoeing now being the governing body for paddleboarding, they are trying to push these things as well,
Yeah.
and you're seeing more posts. And I think it's people like Brendan and these senior people in the industry that are helping them to get the right message out and change the way these boards are being sold and getting these warnings put on, which is important.
Yeah, absolutely. So I do apologise that I segued into a little bit of soapbox there, but it is important stuff. And you know, we are paddleboarders.
Yeah.
You know, you're
Yeah.
not just some guy that went, oh look, paddleboarding's worth a couple of quid.
Yeah.
You know, we are boarders. We've never actually paddleboarded together.
We haven't, have we? And I love paddleboarding. I mean, it's if you haven't paddleboarded, give it a try in the safe. Get a lesson.
Yeah,
I'd always say,
rewind, watch
get
that
a
bit
lesson.
again. Yeah,
Always get a lesson.
I am available.
Because the mental health benefits for being on the water on a paddleboard are phenomenal.
Yep.
It's got me through some tough times, and I absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. There's nothing better than sunset, sunrise, being out on the water, flat calm, just soaking in that change. Yeah. Hey guys, how you doing? Come on in.
Hello, come on in. Have a look around. Pretend we're not here.
Quick, run with it all. Cheers, thanks.
Lovely to meet you.
Ta-ra.
Sorry.
So no, it happens. So yeah, we're gonna wrap up because I'm on stage in about 45 minutes. So where we got to was, have you SUP surfed?
So I have. I'm not great. So I used to surf.
Right.
Before a bad car crash meant my knees are basically knackered and I can't anymore. I love SUP surfing. I still am a little bit round, so I haven't got the balance that I would want to have. When I get back down again, then I know I'll be able to get back into it, and I want to get back to SUP surfing again.
Okay.
Absolutely love it.
So
Absolutely.
we've not paddled
No.
together. I love SUP surfing. If I had a choice, I'd never go on a river again.
Yeah.
Not that I'm saying there's anything wrong with it. I just love SUP surfing.
Yeah.
So we'll try and get down to Newgale.
Yeah.
We'll try and have that holiday, and we will go SUP surfing because on a good day, it's only 3 foot.
Yeah.
And even on a 10.6, even a narrow 10.6. What's your hardboard?
It's 10.6. It's Fat 6 Carbon Pro.
Right.
It's perfect. Absolutely perfect for SUP surfing. It's a lovely board.
So that is going to happen. I've
Yeah.
just got an 11-foot, 10-year-old Fanatic hardboard. I think it's like 7 inch. It's an absolute beast. I call
Yeah.
it rib breaker because it does break a lot of my ribs, but it catches everything.
Yeah.
You know, I've even surfed it on a river when a boat's gone past too quick.
Yeah.
I've actually caught wakes on it. But anyway, we're going to do that. But before we wrap up, I always like to have people say my catchphrase. So don't you have some sort of free labour going on here at some point?
So Shoretees is a family business. I couldn't do it without the support of my wife. Both of my boys help. So Jacob and Freddie help me set up. But Freddie now comes to the events. He prints for me. He does so much for me, and he's starting to talk to customers and getting confident in that side of it. So yeah, Freddie, my son, who is
Here he is.
a godsend for me.
Hello.
Hello, you are in shot. Everything's going well. So
Yeah.
what do you do to help your dad out?
Well, most of the time I'll do printing, and sometimes I will talk to customers when he goes off to the toilets. However, well, that's not the number one thing. Most of the time I am doing all of the printing while he's out front, because otherwise he couldn't get it all done.
Yeah, absolutely.
And couldn't do it without him, really, especially these events where it's busy and we've got so many people, especially, I mean, Busfest, they're saying 20,000 people a day, and Freddie's going to be there helping me before he goes to college. And yeah, couldn't do it without him.
Yeah, he's been a busy beaver. I've seen you slacking off, so yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So Freddie, if you could say, you take care and I'll catch you for the next one for me, and point at the camera. So it's you take care, I'll catch you for the next one.
You take care, I'll catch you for the next one.
Cheers, guys. Thank you very much.
Thanks,
Take
Luke.
care.
And you.
Much love, man. Cheers, bro. He's already said it. See you in a bit. It's a wrap.